Good evening and welcome to Netzach Yisrael's daily Kitzur Shulchan Aruch share. Tonight we're going to be starting Siman Samach 65, Hilchos Ribis, the laws of interest, and it has 30 seifim. So we're going to start from Seif Aleph, number 1. Because the soul of a person, and his nature, greatly desires money, and it is much more likely that a person will stumble with the transgression of interest than with other transgressions related to money. Because with theft or kind of monetary afflictions where you overcharge people, and similar transgressions, one will kind of watch over oneself in order this person in order that one will not steal, and that one will not afflict other people with money. And even someone who wants to steal from someone else, or to afflict and overcharge one's friend. If sometimes this person will refrain from doing this, because of shame, or because of fear that this person will find out. Which this is not the case with interest. Because, however, the borrower, the borrower is very happy and will give the ribis with kind of joy. Why? Because this borrower has found someone that will lend him money. Even though it is with interest, but still, if you need money and this person is willing to lend you money, then you are grateful for that. And also the lender thinks, he thinks, he is doing a big good deed with the borrower, that this borrower will get many times more out of the money than he will be kind of having to repay with the interest. And therefore, it is very easy that a person will become tempted, heaven forbid, from the evil inclination in order to stumble with this particular transgression. Therefore, our holy Torah was very stringent with this particular transgression. And it has many negative commandments about interest. Someone who lends with interest will transgresses 6 separate negative commandments. And it will not arise during the resurrection of the dead when the Messiah comes. As it says in a verse in Ezekiel chapter 18, with interest one gave a service and again he took and he benefited from the interest, but how will he live? This person will not live, i.e. they will not become resurrected. However, the borrower, he will transgresses 3 separate transgressions. Hasoifa, the scribe who writes the deed, and the witnesses who sign on the deed that they witnessed the deed, and as every single deed or legal document in Jewish law needs 2 witnesses to be signed, and the guarantor. Each of these separate people is each transgresses 1 negative commandment. And similarly, Hasarsur, the broker, that was between them, or this person that helped one of these people, You're going, for example, that this person provided a place for the borrower to borrow, or this person provided a place for the lender to lend. This person will also transgresses a single negative commandment. If base 2. Someone who transgressed and did lend with interest, needs to return the interest, with certain exceptions, as shall be seen later. If Gimel 3. Even if one did not agree any interest at the time of the loan, or one lent for nothing, i.e. without any interest, for a certain fixed amount of time, for example, say 6 months, but it's any amount of time. Or one sold this person some merchandise on credit, basically, on condition that the credit will be paid up by a certain time. So again, so the purchaser will have to have paid for the merchandise by, say, again, 6 months. Although, as I said, the time span is is irrelevant. Or one had some sort of other arrangement in which this person would then, at some time or signal, would be obligated to pay someone else. No matter what this is. And when the time to pay arrived, and at that time, the purchaser or the borrower said, actually, please can we delay the payment, and I'll pay you something extra on top of that, on top of the amount that I borrowed. This is also considered interest and is forbidden. See that 4. Even if the borrower gave the lender more at the time of payment, that this was not written in the documents, and it is not specified that it's going to be as interest. For some reason, say it's the lender is feeling gratitude and wants to give the borrower a little bit extra as a thank you. Gamkin also, this is also forbidden. Eve Hey 5. Even if the borrower says at the time of the handing over of the interest, that the borrower is giving it as a gift. This is also forbidden to accept it from him. However, in this case, if the borrower has already accepted the interest, and then the lender now repents, and now he wants to repay this extra money to the borrower, and the borrower says, it's fine, I am okay, thank you, but thank you very much, and he forgives the interest from being repaid, then that is permitted. 6. When it's forbidden to give interest before getting the loan or after having paid back the loan. Kitzur, how is this? Reuven wants to borrow money from Shimon. And so Reuven goes and sends Shimon a present before coming to ask for the loan. And he specifies that the reason why he is giving Shimon this gift is because he wants to borrow money from Shimon. Or Reuven gave Shimon a very large present. And then it becomes explicit and obvious in the gift that the only reason Reuven is giving Shimon this gift is so that Shimon will lend him the money. Zohi ribis mukudemes. This is interest that has been given before the loan. If Reuven borrows from Shimon and then pays back the money, and now after Reuven has paid back Shimon, Reuven then wants to send Shimon a present because he lent him the money as a thank you. This is delayed interest, and so will also be forbidden. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.